On the last episode of Gamers Who Hate Other Gamers.
So I want to know what your history is with the Sega Genesis.
I don't have a very long, extensive history with the Sega Genesis. However, one of my few claims to, I guess, notoriety, fame, whatever you want to call it, when I bring this up, a lot of people say they never experienced it. I was one of the few people I know that had the Sega channel.
No, fuck.
You had the Sega
I
channel?
had the Sega channel.
Start
Yeah,
preaching.
man.
You and the church is ready to hear you right
Wait,
now.
where, let me. First question: where were you living at the time?
Chicago.
Okay.
How'd you hear about it?
My uncle had it, like,
Oh,
because he lived in the
What?
apartment across from us, and I would go there after school because he had all the video games.
No shit.
And I just seen something plugged into the Sega. I was like, all right, cool. I'll play. You know, I'll play.
Besides the 32X
So it
and the
wasn't- it
Sega
was-
CD.
I was like, the whole fucking.
Gamers who hated the gamers. How's it going, everybody? Thank you for listening. This is episode 24. This is Jason, 7 remake from Now Till Infinity, and joining me today is
Eric, Illusion of Palma.
Abraham, Gunslingers on deck.
Antonio currently chilling with girls in Chaldea summer.
Isidro, Passport Radios, Fuzzy Pickles.
and with us is.
Cybertron Soundwave Engineer Umberto.
You already know.
I'm just gonna start off with the biggest news that happened past week. This announcement is gonna mean different things to different people, but Nintendo announced the Nintendo Switch Lite,
Yes.
surprising absolutely nobody.
Worst kept secret.
I think all you guys already own a Switch, so I'm curious to know what you guys think. Me personally, I already have the option of going portable or docking and playing on a TV, but from what that Pokemon Special Edition has showed me is the next special edition that I'm interested in. I could see myself buying one of these. What do you guys think?
I wanted it to be a little smaller because to me, I need to see it in person. I'll say that because
Okay.
depending on the size, if it's pretty much the same size, like you said, I already have one that I have the option of docking or just playing it portable. So if I have something that's relatively the same size, why would I just rebuy it just to have something where I can't dock it?
And I'll tell you why. Because these colorways are fucking insane. It's like getting a brand new pair of shoes with that crazy colorway that everybody wants.
Uh-huh.
That new Pokemon one. Oh my God. The way those fucking buttons pop against that like
Yes.
light gray.
Yes,
Dude,
with,
that shit is nuts.
with that D-pad.
The
With the
D-pad on
full
deck.
D-pad on deck.
Okay.
D-pad on fleek.
Okay. I forgot about the D-pad.
Yeah.
How do you
I
forget
would
about
buy
the
it
D-pad?
for the D-pad.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that D-pad.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
D-pad is nice. The design on the back is nice. The colors pop like Abraham said. And yeah, that's just the whole package right there for me.
Well, Nintendo's been doing that for a long time. With the 64, they changed the color scheme. There's so many different models.
Yes.
The GameCube, there's
Yes.
different models with it. So it's just run of the mill for Nintendo.
You know what? You just reminded me. So that means if you wait a little longer, there's going to be another Switch.
Oh, yeah, there will.
Well, there will.
So-
yeah,
there
that's
will
what.
be.
So might as well wait.
So Jason was alluding to the next
Yeah.
special edition.
Mhm.
It's definitely going to be dope.
Well, people predicted a type of Pro model that, you know, just like the PS4 Pro, a little more horsepower, 4K support, but instead Nintendo just announced another current Switch model that we all have, except it has improved battery power.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of this is due to the exploits found in the original model for hacking, and I think that's probably why we're getting this.
Yeah.
But,
Closing the door, locking that shit.
yeah.
Yep. But I bet you they'll find another way, though.
I think from the stuff I was reading, they put the new, smaller processor, so that's what leads to the better battery life, and it should be a little bump in performance also. So
Ooh.
Oh.
Don't
Yeah.
like that.
So-
Don't bump my performance. I'm a PC gamer.
Wait, bump as in bump down or bump up?
Bump up.
Okay.
I'll ask.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Bump it
ask.
all night.
Yeah, until the Digital Foundry guys get their hands on it, we won't know how much exactly. So we'll see.
Digital Foundry.
Yeah, man. I mean, I used to hate on them back on the
Doing
360
the Lord's
PS3 days.
work.
Yes, sir. I used to hate on them because they were like Xbox fanboys, but nowadays they're kind of evened out a lot. So
They don't pay me. Fuck them.
So you think this new model is to deal with hacking?
I think so, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the thing about hacking, it's like you guys said, if there's a will, there's a way. So releasing a new model doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, they'll
figure
tell you
it
what,
out.
there
They'll
is a will.
always figure.
Yeah,
They'll
so
always figure something.
it
out.
doesn't do anything. You just stall it for it's like a speed bump. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But doesn't it help with the warping? Because I know the older models, if you left it in the dock
Yes.
for a considerable amount of time, the system
Yes.
will warp
Yes.
and change shape.
Oh, I forgot
Oh,
about
That's
that.
what happened to
Happens
mine, man.
That's why
Oh
Jason's
yeah, you
high
got
over
it.
that.
Hasn't happened to
Yeah.
mine yet.
My shit looked like a fucking crescent moon.
Damn. Your shit,
That's Breath of the Wild, baby. I put in hours.
Damn.
your shit turned into a tiara.
Still haven't beaten it, though. So I'm going to ask right now, though, if not the already announced Pokemon Special Edition, what's it going to take for you to want one if you're not already sold on the gray, turquoise, and
yellow.
yellow?
Are we talking about the light or the new
The
model?
light.
The
This is
light.
the light.
So like make up our own special
Yeah.
edition.
So for me, unfortunately, Fire Emblem Three Houses comes out this month.
Yes, sir.
So I can't see a
next week.
special edition Switch Lite coming out for that.
Fire Emblem Four Houses.
There you go. I'll wait for that one. How about you?
Fire Emblem House Target.
How about you guys?
Like if the new Dragon Ball RPG, like the Kakarot or whatever, comes to Switch,
Ooh.
a special
Yeah.
edition for that would be sick as hell.
Oh, that'd be cool. With like Vegeta
With
graphics
Vegeta
on it.
colors,
All right.
They
All right,
got
just
to have the Vegeta colors.
just checking,
'cause
dude.
It's called Kakarot, but
But
you know,
just do Vegeta.
It's Vegeta.
It's
Yeah.
really a Vegeta system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vegeta game, Vegeta system,
Fit for a king.
Yep.
Or a prince. Sorry.
Yeah. both.
I think for me, besides the Pokemon one, if I wanted to make my own dream system for Nintendo DS, I mean Switch Lite,
Whoa.
would be Shin Megami Tensei 5 theme. So
Oh, there you go. There you go. Hey,
You know,
I don't even gotta talk.
crazy.
You just answered mine right now.
yeah,
Well,
I mean,
DS.
there's other games, but that's gonna be the big one for me. If I see that one, I might hand my already planning on buying the Nintendo one. I'm gonna pass it down to little brothers and buy that one for myself. So,
It could happen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, kind of thinking the same thing. I was thinking more along the lines of Persona 5.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
So-
Damn.
Yeah, you
look
guys
at
got
this.
better imagination.
Look at this,
than
man.
that.
These freestyles are crazy.
You spitting rins or what?
That's all freeze.
Off top, Eric.
Tony, he's in my head right now, man. That's
What Cosmos edition.
Oh my god, I got
oh,
you.
shit!
Come on,
Damn,
man, I'm
somebody
thinking for you.
you're in a deeper
I
layer.
tapped into your
okay,
soul right
okay.
now.
Look.
Well, they've been promising an HD for how many years?
They
it's been?
promised.
If the
They
fans are loud
started a
enough.
campaign.
If the
and,
fans are loud enough, get loud.
Get
I got loud. Hey,
Man,
hey,
get
yo.
How loud can you
yo,
get?
Yo, let me tell you right now. If you go to my Twitter account right now, pin at the top is my fucking pledge to the Xenosaga HD. All right, so I'm already there. But yeah, the Shin Megami thing got me. It opened my eyes. But when he said Cosmos, I'm wired. After
You
that, you know what I mean?
you gotta round up all 12 of you, make
That's
some
the bait.
noise.
Yeah, that would Cosmos would that would never happen, but I would do that. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking either that or like a hyper dimension one for you, since you're in those games still, right?
Yeah, that would be cool, but Cosmos would sell. So
All right.
Cosmos would be like a glossy white with like clear blue buttons, like light blue.
See,
I'm down with that. I'm down
the
with that.
imagination
I'm down
going,
with that.
Damn.
I'm down with that. I'm already
The
rubbing my
creator creating over here.
I'm already rubbing my fingers over the buttons right now in my head.
Caress them gently.
Cybertron Soundwave.
I'm actually happy with what I have right now.
Oh,
Whoa.
all right.
I'm
Look
happy
at
with
this
the
guy.
Pokemon.
All right.
Look at this
It's just
guy.
that I got to make sure to be able to get it.
All right.
you
One woman, man. All right.
I'm happy.
Commitment.
No, your eyes don't wander. That's okay.
Sounds like you just don't
I
want to
get that.
spend money. I don't know. Smart man.
Let me throw, on the topic of the Switch, let me throw these titles out because we've been watching trailers and videos for these for months. I want to know how You guys' enthusiasm still stacks up at this point for future releases in the coming months. This month we have Fire Emblem Three Houses.
That shit's gonna be sick, dude. I already got that limited edition on lock, so
Same here, man.
yeah.
So is Tharja gonna make an appearance?
Shit.
She better be DLC though.
Tharja or
She DLC, then I'm all in.
was the one
Fourth
from
house.
Birthright Rajat?
I credit Tharja for like the success of Awakening.
Yeah.
Single handedly.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I think I'm gonna watch Tony play to see how it plays because I haven't played a Fire Emblem game yet, but I've always been kind of interested. So I want to see how this plays out, and then if so, I get it on Switch too.
You are really in my head right now. I was gonna say the exact same
Man,
thing.
get out of my head, dog.
Because same thing. Because I did a post on a Facebook group. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was like,
shit.
I
We're
was
both programmers. What if Elon Musk is in both of our heads and we already linked?
oh, it's too late, man.
Damn, Neuralink.
It's gone.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, so I posted where I was like trying to get into a Fire Emblem game, and I remember Tony made a recommendation. I don't remember which one it was, but at this point, I'm like, Three Houses might be the one I could just start with. We
Yeah.
don't know yet, but it has me interested as the Fire Emblem to start with.
It should be a good kickoff from what I was seeing. They want to get a bunch of people that are new to the series in with that one because
Yeah.
of the whole school aspect. So you choose your class,
Mm-hmm.
and then like they're gonna have like slice of life things to that. So it might be easy to get into that one as opposed to something like old school like Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon or something like that.
And you got to choose wisely because they say like each house that you play is like about 80 hours worth
Yeah.
of gameplay.
What?
Yeah.
You know,
Blue Lions.
You know what? From the research I was doing, they said supposedly Awakening was the best one to start with.
Awaken is the best one, period.
It's really good.
Well, yeah, that was the most open one that catered to more of the casual.
Whoa, whoa! That sound like
man.
What
You better watch out with that C word around here.
I don't know, man.
No, what
that sound like
You trying to get into a fight or what?
Tharja's pretty hardcore.
No,
You
dude.
can throw down, homie.
that sounded like a subtweet right there.
Nah, what he means is that
Yo, you
they-
better at me next time. What's up?
Anybody
I ain't scared.
anybody who leaves their comrades on the war zone left for dead is not a casual, dude.
but there's an option to do
not permadeath.
To
You can turn it off.
No, you gotta do permadeath.
but you could do permadeath.
You could.
You gotta do
yeah,
that.
it's an
Is
option.
that still casual though?
I mean,
rest
that's
in peace, Stahl.
Permadeath or non-permadeath?
Permadeath.
Permadeath.
No, permadeath is the traditional.
Okay,
the traditional way to
because I
play.
just got attacked right now. If I play, I'm gonna go permadeath all the
You
way.
gotta do permadeath.
nah. You play that shit how you want. It's your story.
You have
Just
to
like
do-
Oren used to say in Final Fantasy X, it's your story.
There ain't no,
It's
You
fair
better
enough.
restart that shit.
there ain't no Phoenix Downs and fucking Fire Emblem.
I can't.
Restart the fuck out of it. Fuck it.
I can't do it, man. I'm a type of person. Even games without permadeath, like when I lose, I'm like I'm fucking restarting.
Just
this shit.
reset
I'm gonna give you a life hack.
Fuck
son.
that.
I can't have no death on my record.
Yeah,
Yo,
fuck
son, I'm
that.
gonna give you a life hack. So you can start one save file casual, one save file permadeath, and see how you like it.
Damn.
That's what I do.
I keep the other. I keep the one file private and the other one I show to the public.
Because you could always you could always like restart the save file.
That's
Yeah.
true, but
But then that's when you realize who is worth it and who's not. Because if somebody dies and you're like, nah, just keep going.
Yeah,
Fuck them. They shouldn't have fucked up.
air died. Whatever.
does Three Houses have permadeath? Anybody know?
It will.
They don't have the option, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm jumping right into permadeath. Hopefully, I make it to next year.
Whoa! I believe in you.
August. What are your thoughts on Platinum Games Astral Chain?
I like the
Ooh.
emphasis on the ass on the cover.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Troll
you haven't
chain.
seen it?
Troll
No.
chain. Troll chain.
Hold on. I got you. But yeah, it looks really good. Platinum's really known for those character action games. They've been pretty solid so far. Nier Automata's pretty good, you know.
Oh, you. Oh,
He
wait.
said, he
Oh,
said
wait.
pretty good.
Pretty
are you,
good.
Are you offended by him
Oh no!
saying
I
pretty
just
good?
heard I heard the pretty good, but I was just want to clarify that he was talking about Near Automata and not Automata.
Nah, I'm gonna stick with the Automata. I'm gonna be that guy.
You
Look,
say
man.
you say tomato, I say tomato.
There you go.
Tamata.
Hey, but what do you think
Oh,
about
shit.
Bayonetta 1 and 2?
Solid.
What
Very
the fuck is
solid.
Bayonetta 3?
To be
Dang.
probably after Astral Chain, they're gonna start ramping up production on that. But there you go, Eric. This is the American censored version.
Not gonna lie, the first time I saw Astral Chain, I was like, police. And then shout outs to the boy Rick. I was like, F the Po. and then the art style and everything drew me in. I was like, okay, you know,
Yeah.
So the
I can be a
Japanese
cop.
emphasis.
I can be a cop.
I hear you.
Put
I
the
feel
ass
you
in
on that
Astral
one.
Chain.
Can the Switch support? Do you think Nier Automata can run on Switch?
Whoa, that's offensive. What's wrong with you?
Oof.
What console was Nier Automata on?
PS4, man.
PS4, Xbox One,
But
PC.
PS4. Okay, not PS4. Nier Automata is a
Automata.
gorgeous. Oh, sorry. Okay, Nier Automata is a gorgeous looking game, but it doesn't seem like a game that really pushes anything graphically.
No,
so
it doesn't.
I don't know. I guess we have to.
I just
see.
wouldn't. I'm just saying I wouldn't mind Nier Automata on the Switch.
If the Switch could run fighters, like, why can't it run
Yeah.
Automata?
I could see it.
If it can
happening.
run Mortal Kombat 11,
Man, have you seen that one though? That shit looks rough.
Hey, it can
Wait,
run it.
What looks rough? Mortal
Mortal
Kombat 11?
Kombat 11,
I haven't
yeah.
looked at it yet. It looks bad.
It looks like a PS1 game.
Oh
shit
my
is rough.
lord!
No, it can't be
Yeah.
that bad. Well, I know with Fighter Z, they removed some of the character animation.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, they did.
Really?
I think it's easier for that one since
it's like
already
X-Men versus Street Fighter on
2.5D.
PS1.
So it's not as noticeable, but for Mortal Kombat 11, since it's full 3D, you
Yeah,
can
it's
see.
true.
You could when you put the side by side. There's videos on YouTube. You can see that shit's
Damn, that hurts.
Yeah,
Switch isn't as powerful as I thought, dude.
We knew that, but
Yeah, you
we
know
had
what you're
hope. We
getting.
had hope. We believed in it.
Yeah, it makes me want to get the Switch Lite.
Damon X Machina.
that
Fuck
shit looks
Dame
dope.
Dash. Oh, anyway.
I don't know if you saw it, but they announced a trailer that addressed all the complaints people had about the demo.
Yeah,
So did they change the
And
fucking
all-
gameplay?
They
or
did
not?
make some adjustments and correct and
They made-
that
improvements.
beta was fucking rough.
That
they,
shit was
they
rough,
had
dude.
the combat's a little bit faster. The camera follows you a little bit closer. The graphics have been bumped up a little bit, but they still got time to clean that up.
September, Link's Awakening.
Yes,
Day one.
All over that.
Day one.
I sound like that game's gonna awaken more than Link.
So
Man.
My
more
Master
people
Sword
than
is
Link.
up.
So am I like an asshole for being excited for this, despite the fact that I haven't really played any other
No.
Zelda games?
I thought you played
Okay.
Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
I'm playing Breath of the Wild.
Then you
Yes,
played a Zelda game.
you are.
Yeah,
played one.
you're good.
I did beat all the dungeons, so all I have left is to go fight Calamity Ganon.
That sound like a spoiler.
Spoiler.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, man, that's-
I wouldn't know.
Just the name,
It's
homie.
fine.
Just
I
the
wouldn't
name.
know,
Just the
man.
name.
That's
Just
my
in there.
It's fine.
I didn't even know
Sir.
Ganon was in the game.
It's good. It's good.
You need to finish A Link to the Past.
Link to the Past. I
Have you
played that.
finished A Link to the Past?
No, I haven't.
How much hours you put into it?
Into what?
Breath of the Wild.
Well, for some reason, I don't think Switch really gives you the exact amount of time.
Oh, right. Because if you have it on standby, it just
Yeah,
kind
it
of
still counts.
It just says 50
Oh,
or
you
more.
had that issue, right?
I learned that the hard way. Oh, you just struck a nerve.
Man,
You struck
your
a
file is
nerve.
fucked up.
Yes, I got like fucking 100, like 200 something hours for no reason.
Xenoblade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Xenoblade
Oh, that
Chronicles.
sucks.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles.
That's
2.
not accurate.
Yeah, I
I
was like, I remember I turned. I was like, what the fuck? I've been playing this game for that long. Then I found out about that.
But how much time you think you put into the game?
Well,
Well, I guess you've been playing this since
Well,
it came out, though.
Why would you
playing
leave
this
it on?
game.
But just on and
Why
on.
would you leave it on standby for such a long
I don't think
time?
I do, man. So maybe I did. I do have legit like 50.
Wait, you said why would you leave it on standby?
For such a long time.
I can tell you because me, it's like I don't like
Because the
turning-
manager walked around while he was at work.
I don't like turning off the system because like I guess I'm a modern gamer. I don't like to wait. So it's like it's easier to do a standby so I could just quickly turn it on and start playing the game again.
Oh, so if you literally leave it on standby, the battery saver mode, that's considered time played? Like if
Yeah,
you
okay,
leave
if-
it sitting
If
for
the
like
software's open.
5
Yes,
hours or
if
something?
you're in the game
Yeah.
and you don't go to the home screen
Yeah.
and then you go into standby while you're still in the game, the clock keeps ticking
Oh, that's
in the game. Yeah.
that's bullshit.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
That's so
Yeah.
bullshit.
But I don't know. I guess I don't know why it goes like that. I'm sure there's a reason. I can't think of it, but yeah, that's how it works.
I have a question, but before I ask this question, we have two people here who weren't here for the last episode,
Boo.
Antonio and Isidro.
Oh, just kidding.
So I want to ask you guys this first, because this shit is real talk. I want to ask you the same question I asked everybody else on the last episode, which is, what was your opinion or thoughts on RPGs before you got into them, and what got you into them? We'll start with Antonio.
When I used to watch one of our friends play Final Fantasy 1, I thought it was pretty boring because it's like seeing it as someone, like seeing someone else play an RPG is way more boring because you just kind of like, okay, you go into the menu, you're choosing magic, you're choosing fire, blah, blah, blah. You see little slashes, and it's like, whereas opposed to watching something like Mario, you could see, it's a little bit quicker, you jump on Goombas, you know, find the hidden blocks to go up to a warp, whatever, a plant.
Wait. You talking about Mario now?
No, I'm saying like...
you're comparing it to Mario.
Yeah. So
back
back in the day, I'd rather see something like Mario, like a character action game, let's say, other than, as opposed to RPG. But once I got into, sad to say, I think my first RPG was Final Fantasy Mystic Quest because someone let me borrow it, aka Final Fantasy USA.
All right.
It's a baby's first RPG. If someone out there hasn't played it yet, so it kind of eases you into the RPG thing. So it's
sorry to cut you off there.
No, it's all right.
I wouldn't use the word yet because whoever hasn't played it, they still ain't gonna play it. So all right, sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, that game kind of eases you into the whole RPG system. It kind of holds your hand a lot while you're learning the ropes on how to choose the proper attacks, proper magic spells for situations, stuff like that. So it was a good primer for me to start from that. Then I went to, I want to say, Final Fantasy 2, which was part 4 in Japan, which was dope too. But honestly, I never got past the second dungeon on that. So until the DS remake came out, then I really got into that.
So you're saying Final Fantasy Mystic Quest was enough to
get me interested in the genre.
Interested in RPGs.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, just like
damn.
Because like I was telling Jason before, like watching it is way more boring than you actually playing the game. So that's why I was kind of like,
Shout out to Ivan.
Shout out to Ivan. That's one of his probably one of his favorite games still.
Mystic Quest.
For some weird reason.
All right, well, that's another episode. That's another guest.
Yeah, but from what I remember, that's one of his favorite RPGs.
Wow.
Yeah, you'd have to ask him why. I respect it.
Will he get on the mic?
Probably not.
Oh.
We're gonna have to ask him that offline. But that's my story. So,
all right. Well,
his story.
Well, starting off in games, I was open to everything. I'd play whatever was good. I would mostly rely on my local Blockbuster, the one on Van Noen and Van Nuys, by the way.
Oh,
shout out! It became
that was mine, dude.
That was my store. It became a shoe. It was like a shoe store,
and then it
warehouse.
became like check cashing.
Checking the cash.
Oh,
damn,
that was mine.
That's a sad story.
It's the one across the street from the Wells Fargo, right?
That was it. That was it right there. That was my Blockbuster.
That was my Blockbuster, dude.
I relied every weekend. My parents would take me, rent a game. I tried things out, and
yeah, we probably ran into each other over there, dude.
shit, probably, man. We probably
you renting?
Judge each other's rentals.
Were you renting? Were you at the time? Were you renting Genesis or Super
Genesis?
Nintendo?
All Genesis.
Oh,
Genesis
shit,
only.
dude.
So I was into game players, and I know not a lot of people were into it. I know.
I remember
Damn.
game players.
Shout outs to game players and ultra game players.
Game players,
Oh, man.
game players, ultra game players. Then it became game buyers, and then they
Yep.
shuttered.
Man.
Why do I remember all those names?
Because they used to be like one of the hottest magazines. If it wasn't Nintendo Power, you're reading that.
Yeah,
It was good
Yeah,
stuff.
And that was before Game Fan was a thing. So that's kind
Game
of like all you
Fan.
had.
Yeah, okay.
But I would follow their reviews, read their stuff, and since I was a Sega Genesis fan, I'd rent whatever they would recommend, and they recommended Shining Force 2, and I'm like, all right, I saw it at Blockbuster. I haven't played an RPG. I didn't know what it really entailed. I'm like, all right, let's rent it. Let's see how it is.
Wait, how old were you?
Shit, dude, I was probably 8 years old.
Okay,
I want to
okay.
say
Damn.
it was a long time ago.
Yep.
I rented Shining Force 2, and to me it was weird. The turn-based combat. It's a strategy game for the most part, but that was my first foray into the strategy / RPG gaming scene, and picking up, meeting your characters, the turn-based battle scheme. It compelled me to follow through with that, and after that, I was hooked.
Oh,
There's no way I can go
Man,
back
you got
from
early.
it.
Yeah.
Started
So
young.
Shining Force.
I started with Shining Force 2.
That's heavy.
Well,
Heavy.
the next one after was Final Fantasy 7. I think that's
There you go.
everybody's.
There you
I think
go.
that's everybody's. Well, most people's first,
Yeah.
but mine was Shining Force 2.
First and only.
First and
Although
only.
I need to go back. I never finished Shining Force 2.
Damn.
Oh, you should.
But
Don't say that on wax, man.
Save.
But I need to go back. Save states.
Your credibility was at an all-time high until then.
There was somebody who was with you that you said that. I was like, oh, damn it.
Oh, but she's been good to me though. I need to go back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Shit, my first strategy RPG, I rented Dark Wizard on Sega CD.
What the fuck
Wow.
is that?
Hey, that's a great game though. I hear that's a great game.
Elaborate
Great
on
game.
this. I never heard of it.
Dark Wizard
Yeah.
on Sega CD.
Yeah, go for it.
It's like it's like a grid-based tactics RPG. Dude.
Is it anime?
Yeah,
It's
is it-
anime.
Sounds
Oh, okay.
anime.
It's anime.
So is it one of those that might have like changed name on localization, maybe?
Yeah, I guess so. But
Alright.
yeah, man, it's
Kind of
dope.
like Land Greaser was called War Song
War
over
Song?
here. Yes.
Wow,
Trying to
Warsong,
appear-
huh?
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah. I've been looking for that, man. It's like $80.
Oh yeah. That
Oh,
shit's
you don't
going
know?
up.
You don't
See, I
own
did-
it?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
Yeah, something like that, or like
Hey, it's up there though, huh? How much was it? Like we saw it like at Retro City
it's like
Fest, right?
65, 70.
60.
gotta haggle. Hey, we gotta do another
You gotta haggle. for
gamers who hate other gamers
that. You gotta haggle.
bargain deals kind of thing. Gotta come up with some shit.
Let's do something different here. Sometimes when the news week is slow, I'll be at work thinking about the next episode and doing something a little different to attempt to deep dive into the hobby of video games
It sounds like enemies are gonna get made.
and
right
video
now.
games as a whole. And now, but I don't know how this is gonna
Let's get weird.
play off. You could either take it seriously or you can just joke about it. But let's see where this goes. I was thinking a lot about music and movies and TV and other media except video games, and how people tend to, pop culture likes to quote lyrics, or they like to quote movies or quote TV, and it's for the most part wildly recognizable and noticed by people. But does that ever apply to video games? So the question is, are you able, or have you ever quoted video games in everyday conversation with other people, other gamers? I can think of, first off, I can think of two quotes that I hope you don't say, and
I know it's one of them.
We'll find out what you guys say.
I know.
What is it?
I don't want to say it,
What
but
is
I
it?
think I know
Say-
what's one of them.
Say one of the two.
The princess is in another castle.
No, that's a good one. Though.
Okay.
It's dangerous to go alone.
No,
Good
that's another good one.
your all your base belong to us.
No, that's another one.
Oh.
So, do you guys ever quote video games the way we quote movies?
Look,
And
I'm gonna expose my nerdiness because I'm in a computer science program at school. I always quote video games, and even in computer science, believe it or not, I still get looks like, "Did he really just say that out loud?" So I do it in school a lot, thinking people catch on, but
they don't, because they don't.
some
know
people
shit.
aren't even gamers in computer science.
Oh,
so.
can I ask what these quotes are?
Oh, go ahead.
Sometimes it's like let's say like I'm talking to somebody that like, oh yeah, I played WoW before, so I'll throw out like a WoW quote or reference, and they just look at me like I'm retarded. So I'm
Oh,
like,
shit.
oh, so you're not a fan. Got it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've noticed it depends on who the crowd is. You think all crowds translate to a certain like a group, like a Venn diagram, but it's not the same way. Because it's like, what's weird is when I was going to school for IT, when I took my C++ class, it was me and my friend Jennifer and our teacher. The teacher of the class, it was a C++ class, we all knew Simpsons references.
Mhm.
So it was weird because like me, her, and our teacher would just say random Simpson quotes, and we were the only three laughing. No one else would laugh.
Yes.
And I'm like, so we're the only ones who know Simpsons?
Yes.
None of you people know the Simpsons? So it's like you
what
think
about video game references?
That's a little disappointing.
video game references, you know what, no one ever brought it up because it was like after like they didn't know the Simpsons. I'm like, I don't really want to talk to any of you people after that.
Yeah.
I don't like to talk
so-
to people in general. either. Some dude had like let's say the Battle.net app open on his laptop while instead of taking notes or something. It's like I'm not gonna tell him, but I'm like, oh shit, dude, you play Blizzard games? And then be like, oh yeah, bet I fucking love them. And then I'd be like, oh shit, man, Sylvanas is war chief or something, huh? He's like, what? I'm like, nah, I was talking about the notes.
Can I go back to Diablo?
But you know what was weird about my IT school though? And because there was IT but there was also multimedia, which was like graphics and all that 3D modeling. In the 3D modeling classes, everyone there was playing WoW. And like the IT programming classes, no one was playing WoW. So
But
that was interesting.
That's the thing I'm telling you though. Like,
Yeah.
people have told me they play, so then I'll throw out some like a WoW player reference or something, and they'll be like, "The fuck?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
Never mind.
So you could say for sure you've quoted video games in the past.
Definitely, it's gonna expose how nerdy I am. But yes, even WoW, Tetris. Well, there's no Tetris references, but like stuff like
All
that.
right, interesting.
Same here.
I could say I've never
You
even
haven't.
attempted to do a quote because I'm assuming they won't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Because I've quoted, but more to share on a personal level, especially with Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
I'm thinking more of the date scene with Cloud and Aerith. When towards the end of it, when she's asking like, "I want to meet you," and he's like, "Well, I'm right here." She's like, "No, I want to meet you."
Mm-hmm.
That's more of a personal thing that I've shared with relationships that I've had.
Ooh.
Because, well, like,
To people, to girls who didn't know what the fuck you were talking
yes,
about.
exactly. Exactly.
That's a deep one though. That's deep for even the people who are deep.
But although they've never played the game, they've connected to it because it's more meaningful than just a quote.
Oh.
Because it's like, when you meet someone, you meet them physically, sure, but there's more to somebody than just seeing them and meeting them.
Yeah.
When you meet them, there's layers to it. So I've said that, like, I want to meet you. Like, I brought that up. Like, I want to meet you. Like, well,
So
I'm right here.
you were quoting Eris at the time.
Yeah.
So instead of like
I was quoting Eris.
So instead of like a
Oh,
pop
shit.
culture-ish reference, is like that's part of your game.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
okay.
You
I
could
like
throw
that.
you could throw out there. That's part of my game. Yeah.
Let's be real though.
dope.
Outside of Final Fantasy VII, that was a hard bar though. Ares quote. That was a deep bar.
But you know where it came from, so I was like, damn, all right.
Antonio, no.
That's a no for video game stuff.
Damn, dude. Hey man,
Yeah.
we're cool. We're cooler than these guys.
No. I'm just saying that I'm not cool by any stretch of the means. I never quoted video games, but anime and Simpsons all the time, and people just go
Yeah.
way over the head. But
So no hope for video games.
nah.
So
this
here's
whole-
my question. Does this include people you already found out were into games? Or only
It could,
people
yeah.
just
I mean, it could.
Anybody.
like
yeah.
my example, like I said, I found out they
Anybody.
supposedly
Yeah.
like WoW
Yeah.
first.
I
And then,
mean,
yeah.
just
Oh.
incorporating video game
Does-
quotes into everyday conversation.
Yeah. That's
Anybody,
yeah.
because I quoted this to my wife,
Uh-huh.
and she never played Final Fantasy VII, but she was receptive to it. Just hearing it.
She was like, this dude is deep.
player.
You hit home run based off of Eris. Good shit, man.
Did she respond with, "You're the best looking guy here"?
Oh, Final Fantasy VIII quote.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's good.
Cybertron.
So I kind of like to sub out over here and bring in Marie
Uh-huh.
because she has more to say. Marie, can you help me out here?
She spit game at you?
Uh-oh.
Well, I know Humberto's a big Metal Gear Solid fan,
Uh-huh.
so I always quote Meryl.
Wait,
Like when you guys started talking?
No, I guess like when I'm just being silly, I'll be like, "Come on in, Snake. The commander's waiting."
Whoa. That was
Is that bedroom
that was a triple entendre right there.
We all got exclamation points over our heads right now.
Hey man, if you were Netflix, you went straight to chilling.
And you guys been together for how long after that? You know what I mean?
Hey, that shit worked, didn't it?
Yeah, dude.
No, it was just for fun, and I also do I forget his name, but he goes, "Why can't I read your mind?"
Psychomantis, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh my god.
It turned into Metal Gear Rising after that.
Or
You had to unplug your controller, plug it into port 2, right?
Jesus.
or yeah.
Snake was definitely solid there.
There's another quote that I do. Which one is it? Oh no, I can't do it.
Whoa. When does that one come out? When does that one come out?
That's when Gray Fox.
Where's
Yeah,
that?
when Gray Fox, when you
Gray
try
Fox is like,
and you want to kill him. And,
But when did she spit that one at you?
no, only
Brett.
No. You just say it random.
I always
Hey,
say it
that's when you go back to
randomly.
Netflix.
So that's when she got a headache when she gets home from work.
No, like I just say it randomly because I know he's a big fan, and those are the quotable. Like, there's a lot of quotable
That's
lines.
that's so.
That's
So the video games are being
Thank you.
quoted.
Yeah. And
That's-
then oh sorry, another one that I do with my brother because I used to watch him play at Resident Evil 2, and this was the first time I heard the word gullible by that doctor. So she'd be like, "Ha, you are so gullible." So I'll do that.
okay. All right, you just reminded me now. There is a quote I've thrown out from Resident Evil 2, and this was the only gamer quote I've thrown out, and it's Who are you? What are you doing here? Don't shoot! I'm a human. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, like I've thrown that out.
If you're Claire, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, darling.
Yeah. So I've done that one before.
In what situation did you quote?
I don't know. I know I've said that to people, and like certain people responded, and other people were just like, "Huh?" But I think I kind of felt out that they've played it before. But once they played, I've actually recited that, and they've laughed. So
Wait,
yeah.
does it count amongst like bros too, like brothers, like because. A few times, like Randy would be like, "Oh shit," I'm like looking at shoes, and I'd be like, "What are you buying?"
That's a quote right there. That's a quote.
I throw that one out a lot,
That's
dude.
a quote. And there you go, man. Interesting. That is like, cause yeah, man, that's awesome to hear, man. Cause I didn't know where the fuck.
Or when Steve used to put the Lego stuff on eBay, it's like, "What are you selling?"
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
And
Nice.
what about if you've brought it up to someone you know hasn't played the game, but you just wanted to explain, like you just wanted to say a quote? Does that count?
That's what Isidro did.
Yeah, that was my scenario where they didn't play the game and I just explained.
That's how he spit game.
Yeah, mine was from Xenosaga. I was talking to somebody and I was just telling them that. Oh, okay. Damn. Now I'm thinking of something. It's hard to think of like freestyle, but now I'm thinking of something. Two were from Xenosaga. One was like, when one of the characters, when you get into a battle with the enemies, her question was like, "Why are you doing this?" And I'm just like, dude, that was like the dumbest question you can ask to an enemy. Like, why are you doing this? Like, you know what I mean?
Does a Shion ask that?
No, it's Momo. She says, yeah, she's like, "Why are you doing this?" And then the second one is Cosmos, where she says, I've said this to people before because it's like a infamous quote from that game where she's just like, "Shion, my external experience is down by 5%. I need to be clean," or something like that. It was just like the most like robot android thing you could say, but it was just funny. Like certain people I knew.
Who would you say that to?
I said it to a person I know that's in the group.
Okay.
Because it was on her AIM quote.
That's
she had it
familiar
before.
with it. Okay.
Yeah. Because she had the quote on there. Yeah. And my brother, because he thought I was funny too.
So that's a lot of interesting answers that I honestly wasn't expecting. We got some more questions, but we'll save that for another episode. Real quick, what are you guys working on at the moment? In my desperate hunger for more Sekiro, I bought Neo Greatest Hits on PS4.
Nice.
Is that
Started
like
playing?
Is that like Sekiro Lite?
Damn, not even.
That's Team Ninja, so it should be good.
Yeah, I like it. I'm liking it so far, but it's like you don't have that parry mechanic, so you're kind of left to just dodging. So I'm just getting used to the dodging thing Whereas Sekiro, you're just like face to face. Deflecting, yeah. But hey, man, so far, whatever. I mean, we have 3 houses coming out next week, so I don't see myself honestly finishing Neo anytime soon. I'm just killing time until that comes out. Eric, what are you working on at the moment?
I'm playing Phantasy Star 2.
On
Last
what?
time I was on Switch,
Okay.
I bought the, I think it's called
Sega
Sega
Genesis
Classics. Yeah. Last time I talked about it, I think I was overall positive, but now that I played it a little bit more, man, that game is obtuse. Like in terms of just the menus and controls, it's like for instance, when you're in a battle and when you press fight, like attack, all the characters automatically attack. For you to choose who you want to attack, you have to go to something called like order, and then after that, you have to choose the character, and then you have to choose who you want to attack. But then that's only for that character. If you want to choose another character, you have to go back in there and choose the next character, and then you have to do that every single time. Yeah. So it's like it's so counterintuitive. But then
Was it the same thing for the first one?
no, the first one, all the enemies were kind of like just one sprite, and they were behind each other. So if you put attack, it just attacked the same enemy, but you chose each attack for each character. This one is like, unless you manually go and choose them every single time, they just randomly attack each character. And it's like, that's just the surface of it. But in terms of just the way the game controls, it's so obtuse. And at the beginning, I was like really positive on it because it was exciting because the story continues from the previous game, you know, is connected in a certain way. So I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to play it. But just in terms of controls, and then the dungeons are large, man. Like, if you don't have a map,
Luckily, you have a map with that, right?
What dungeon are you on?
I'm still on the first one. And it's like, yeah, exactly. Because remember, after the first city, you have to go all the way through all this stuff to get to the first dungeon. But it's like, the first dungeon, I'm constantly going back to the first one of the towns to like recover, because it's like one of those older RPGs where you just can't run through the dungeon. You have to plan everything out.
you gotta level up your character.
Yeah, and then the way items work, it's like you have to attach each item to each character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you do.
so it's like,
Health wise, like you gotta attach to them so they could use it.
yeah. So that's what I mean by just everything is so up. So I gotta get used to it. So it's not a negative, but it's definitely something I was like jarring, and I'm
You
like,
just-
I have to get to use.
You
to
gotta
it.
adapt to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Really.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. I played Phantasy Star 2 a few years ago, and overall, it is a good game, but it's an older RPG.
Exactly.
So you have to adapt to the older video game mechanics, and it can be frustrating to the newer mechanics nowadays. But if you continue it,
I'm gonna
well-
continue. Yeah.
it's well worth it. It's well worth it. That's why I'm curious to know your take on the ending, because when I played through it, I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Like,
Okay.
oh,
I'm like,
relax,
that
relax.
yeah, and then
ending
I'm
through it.
I'm definitely.
Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
I'm,
But-
I'm definitely gonna play through it. Like, I'm
Okay,
not.
cool.
It's definitely something you have to adjust because you have to acknowledge it's an older game. But the problem is the first game wasn't like that, and the first game is even older
Okay,
than part
'cause
2. That's
I-
what makes it weird.
I never played through the first one.
Okay,
And I
okay.
think you played through the M2.
yeah, I
Switch
beat the first one.
emulation.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because I have that and I need to go through it also.
Yeah, yeah, you
so
should-
I
you should do
agree
it.
through
Nice.
that. I agree through that. Because I'm playing right now, I'm playing Bloodstained,
Oh.
and I haven't had a chance to get through it at all. Like, I played through maybe like 13 hours of it, and I enjoyed it. It does remind me of Symphony of the Night. And looking at the eBay prices, I regret selling Order of Ecclesia, Dawn of Sorrow,
Me too, man.
because I sold them because I figured I'm not gonna play them, and I sold them for $20 each. And now Order of
that's a
Ecclesia is
high
going
price.
for over $100. I completely regret selling
yeah,
it.
man, I own all
I
that.
feel terrible, but I'm trying to just, justify it. I don't have time, and that's fine. That's okay. That's cool.
I'm sure Konami will release like a collection.
No, they won't. No, they won't.
You don't think so?
No way. No way. But I'm playing Bloodstained right now. I'm enjoying that. I want to play through Sekiro, and I want to play through Lightning Force for the
Hell's
Switch.
that?
Thunder Force 4.
That's
Oh,
Thunder-
okay.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Makes sense.
Tony got it. I want to play through that because I've been meaning to play through that before the Sega Genesis Mini comes out in store.
Oh shit. Abe.
I've been playing this new game mode in League of Legends called Teamfight Tactics. It's a auto battler. I don't know if you guys have heard of that new, I guess, newish genre, like
Auto battler.
auto chess, Dota auto chess. Basically, it's strategy, as in you pick your composition of things you want to build. Like, let's say, like if you want to go sorcerers, and then if you have 3 sorcerers, you get a certain power up for the sorcerers, and etc. with the different types of units. And then once you pick your units, they fight on their own, and then obviously the better composition is going to win the fight, right? And there's a bunch of rounds. You have a health pool, and then as the rounds go on, if you lose, obviously you're losing health every time until you get knocked out. Yeah, it's I hated it when it was Dota, and I hated it when it was auto chess. But with the League of Legends, I know those characters, so to me it stuck more, and I like it a lot. So
I mean, based on what you said, I don't really understand. But is it safe to say where they fight on their own and it's random, but based on the team you create, it affects your odds of
synergies
winning?
Affect your odds, yes.
Okay.
And like each unit has like one ability that they can do. So like, and it's based on the, like I said, the League of Legends actual game counterparts. So I just know more about that. So this game stuck with me more. So.
Okay.
Nice. Antonio?
I just been playing Fate Grand Order on the phone again. There's a new event that I really want to get some new waifus. So I've been grinding that out. And that's been my main focus. I kind of took a backseat on Final Fantasy 14 ever since I started a new schedule at work.
Whoa,
so.
you slowed down on Final Fantasy 14? Yeah. That's like a drug addict just going cold turkey.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of changes to my schedule, so I've been able to keep up. And I know if I play it during the work week, I'll stay up till 11:30, 12 o'clock, and I get to work and just be done. So
Okay.
Yeah, also, last time I was on here, I said I was going to go ham on Shadowbringers, and I've honestly like stopped playing it damn near. So,
man, what's his name? God, what's the name of the 14 producer again? I keep forgetting his name.
Yoshi P.
Yeah, Yoshi P.
He's crying right now if he's listening to this podcast.
Cybertron Soundwave Engineer Umberto.
After I finished playing Bloodstained and Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I've been empty. So what I want to jumping into is I'm trying to find out like what games should I play. So I want to getting Devil May Cry 5. I think I got it for like $25, $30. I'm not sure. And that's pretty good, huh?
You bought it?
Yeah, I bought it. I went to GameStop in Balboa.
Yeah.
And
I got it too. Did I tell you how I got it?
Yeah, I know you got that shit for free. Fucking Dave & Buster's. Fuck out of here.
Technically, it wasn't free, but it feels free.
All right.
Hey, that's a great game.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty good game. But I've been juggling between that and The World Ends With You. And that I wound up getting that for
Shout
the
out
Switch,
to Joanna.
actually. Yeah, so it's a bit of, having a game from the 3DS jump into the Switch is a bit of learning curve. But it's a really good game though. But I'm actually thinking about probably getting it for the 3DS and just playing it on there. Yeah, so I probably might just borrow yours and play that. But yeah, that's what I've been on. But other than that, I don't know. I just after Bloodstained.
What are you waiting for, man? Are you waiting for something to fulfill you?
I don't. To be honest, what game? I don't.
Waiting for that remake.
Yeah, it's too far, but I need something. I need like a stepping stone.
You'll find it.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll find it.
Maybe Fire Emblem may fill
Fire
that.
Emblem,
Yeah.
3 Houses.
Yeah, maybe. Requires a lot of hours to play that shit. So, yeah, man.
And that's going to do it for us here at Gamers Who Hated the Gamers. Once again, thank you for listening. We got a little deep there. Thank you for sticking with us. The alcohol's talking, you could say. Signing off, this is Jason. I just feel trapped. And joining me today was
Eric, keep looking up at the skies, volume 2.
Abraham, Glacial Rangers at your face.
Antonio, currently spending time with Squirtoria.
Isidro, Casper Radios. I'm not clever like these guys, but I love RPGs.
That's pretty clever to me.
I want my RPG.
And with us was
Cybertron Soundwave Engineer Umberto.
I know I said I had I didn't have any more quotes, but I have one more. Why do you kill?
Whoa! Well, you gotta explain that now.
Wow.
What the? Is that some obscure like survival horror game?
Fatal Frame 2.
Oh shit! Damn. And when have you used that in your?
No, I actually wound up playing that a little recent because I
Wait, Xbox, PS2, which version?
PS2. Yes, PS2.
Very nice. Very
Yes,
nice.
very nice.
What's an Xbox?
Damn.
It's that thing
Wow.
that plays Simpsons episode if you're savvy enough.
Is that thing when you want to knock somebody out?
Fucking pay me.
If you love the hating, you love the gaming.
Peace.